Taurus, welcome to your 2022 yearly vision reading. And in this reading, Taurus, what we're going to do is build a tarot wheel on my trusty black marble table here. We'll be pulling energies for each of the 12 months of the year and reading those, and that will give you an idea of the energies that are available for you to work with and to align your inspired action with, so that you can bring in those meaningful results and outcomes into your life this year. So if you do want to get a personalized one of these readings, you can do so. You'll find the link to my website down below. I am running a special on that till the end of the month, and if you use the code YOUR22 at checkout, you can get 22% off that. You'll also see the other types of readings and healings I do offer. Also there you will find the initiation, that is my immersive learn tarot journey. Maybe you've got a goal of learning to read the cards for yourself so that you can really connect with your intuition and guide yourself. That journey, when you do sign up, you get immediate lifetime access to all of the videos, online learning modules, practices, and access to me through my private karmic community. So if you want to take that journey, that is available to you as well. You'll see the link down below. You can also access it through my website. So without further ado, let's jump into the reading. I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards now. I'll be fast forwarding this, Taurus, because I've got 24 cards to get out. I'll see you back here in just a moment for the read. Okay, Taurus, the cards are out. I can say that you have a big patch of intensity in the middle of the year. It kind of always seems that way, where things kind of come to a climax both in the middle of the year and then the end of the year. So we will get to that. You also have a lot of like recreation, rebuild, and rebirth energy here, which is really lovely to see. So before we jump in, Taurus, what I'm going to do is draw you an energy from the Moonchild Tarot. First of all, we will draw, what are you moving away from 2021? What are you leaving behind? I have got the Chariot, and that is a Cancer energy. And this is really interesting because it talks about moving away from some kind of comfort zone, or potentially a circumstance or situation that may have kept you playing small in some way or held you back in some way. So by choosing to move on, you can move towards a victory because you'll be able to make more happen. You are, in the energy of expansion here. You may have been dealing primarily with a Cancer energy. You do have the Queen of Cups focusing in your first quarter here as well. You may have moved away from or towards a Cancer, but this is really an energy of having the strength, courage, and determination to really propel your life forward. And I feel like, you're really on the kind of edge of that around about the start of the year now. So let's get the energy of what you are embracing or moving towards in 2022, Taurus. I've got Judgment. Wow, they are big energies. Okay, now this could have something to do with the tower that we are building towards in the middle of the year. It's interesting because Judgment again talks about massive liberation from a circumstance that's held us bound. Now, I can see that in your reading. So if there has been a pattern, a limitation either within yourself or your external environment, your life lesson or challenge this year is to liberate from it. It is time and it's holding you back. With Judgment, the choice is, because we always have free will on the earth plane, okay, that you can choose to stay where you are, right? But you have to know you will get a similar result. And generally we do go around for a bit more of a cycle and we end up back at Judgment. So you can see if we keep choosing that, we keep cycling around and around and around, and that's when we get to the point of like, you know, my life never changes, it always stays the same, I'm always getting these crappy results. Well, we have to take ownership for the part that we are playing in that. The other choice is to move it across to world energy. Okay, this is the second to last major arcana. The world is the last major arcana that talks about the victory, again victory, in completing a huge cycle. And it's a cycle, so I feel like whatever this is, you've been around a few times in it before. Maybe the Chariot last year was like this declaration of coming into 2022, this is the year that I move past this. Okay, it is the last call on the situation. Okay, jumping in, Taurus, I have got for your January the King of Wands and the Death card. So we've got Leo and we've got Scorpio here. So you're actually, you know, coming into January either thinking about endings or transitioning out of an ending from last year, or maybe initiating one this month, okay? It could be, with this King of Wands energy, this is the energy of vision and vision for the future and wanting to move forward to a greater sense of purpose in your life. You might becoming aware that there is a major block here, and that in order to embrace the new, okay, that you will actually need to close the doors on that cycle from that Judgment energy. So it may not be that in January you're taking that action, but you're building the awareness, you know, having that realization, maybe doing some reflecting as well, you know, knowing that if you want to get to the next stage in your life, then we need to close doors. If we want to get to the Sun energy, okay, that's the rebirth energy that I see here for you, then we have to end or clear the slate or release what is holding the space for that new to come in. Now, you might be dealing with a Leo, but what I see in this card is the new moon. And now we are building to a new moon, I believe, in Aquarius on the 1st of February. So I feel that it is in February, at the very start of February, that the justice is beginning to be initiated here. This is that kind of awakening to, okay, I need to make that change, that adjustment, in order to bring things into balance in my life. Okay, this is a Libra energy, and I have Cancer again in February and March. So you may be dealing with a Cancer or another water sign, Pisces, again, Scorpio, it could stand for. But, you know, this can be, you know, the seeking of legal advice, wanting to initiate the ending of a contract. Yes, it can be marriage, divorce, it can be, you know, child agreements, child support agreements and that kind of thing, or property agreements. You know, there is a sense here of wanting to bring yourself into balance emotionally and spiritually here with the Queen of Cups as well. Now, the Queen of Cups is always an indication to follow your heart, to follow your internal guidance, and to follow what you think is going to bring you the Ace of Cups, okay? Personal transformation in a positive way, happiness, success, satisfaction, contentment. So you might be getting ready to sever ties here. You might be initiating a big change in your life that is going to bring things into rebalance for you. Now, in your March, Taurus, I've got the Empress, and she's back, the Queen of Cups. This links to your energy, Taurus, and Libra again, okay? So what we see here now, though, is you in a much better place. The Empress is creation energy. And, you know, that the cup is now this beautiful kind of gilded golden cup. So I feel like you are making some steps to creating some kind of happy and positive circumstance in your life. The Empress says the conditions are just right to begin that thing, to start that project, to try and conceive, if that is what you are doing this year. I'm keeping this high level, guys. I'm giving you lots of different options. It's a general reading for the collective. That it's the energy that where things are just right for them to grow and flourish in a really positive way. When the Empress comes into a reading, she is the energy of expansion, of growth, and manifestation of your heart's desires. She is a blessing and she's a positive omen, and she can also be an increase in your finances as well. So I feel like you are really inspired to make something happen, to start something new. Again, the cards say, don't get distracted this year. Keep in mind that your energy will go where your thought flows. So make sure that you are setting your sights and your intentions on that Ace of Cups, okay? I want to fill my cup this year. I do not want to deplete myself. I do not want to just, you know, be all work and no play. I want to focus on love. I want to focus on, you know, emotional stability, security, and all of that. That is what we have here with the Empress. So some kind of beautiful creation energy, positive omen in March. Let's go to your May. We have a little bit of dissatisfaction energy. Sorry, it's April. We have some dissatisfaction energy here in April. Now, it could have been after all of that creative energy and getting excited last month that we come back to reality. Here I see somebody who is looking at the 3 cups, okay? 3, remember 3 is the number of the Empress. Looking at that creative energy and feeling like, but I'm just little old me here. How do I make that happen? And the thing is that you're in this interim of, you know, where you're at is feeling almost like you've outgrown it, or, you know, boring in some ways. It's not meeting your needs, okay? So you're in this disconnection energy. You're in that no man's land. Now, the way out of that is to take action, Page of Swords. Otherwise, we can stay in this kind of like apathetic holding pattern and enter into the Hanged Man energy, where we kind of just sit and wait for enlightenment on how to move forward. So Page of Swords can be a communication that you need to have, or that you will have, that sets the ball rolling here for change in your life. The Page of Swords is those winds of change, but I feel like you are going to need to step up. Otherwise, you know, the risk is that we kind of sit in that energy of inactivity and nothing really happening. Now we're on May. I've got the 7 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Sagittarian energy here for me. Okay, you are really, you know, getting your energy and enthusiasm and power back for the forward movement, okay? You're getting ready to move towards that thing that you're passionate about. The thing, yeah, I mean, it's Ace of Wands kind of material that we're dealing with. You might be trying to move towards or create passionate romance or connection or find partnership. You might be wanting to transform your work life so that it feels like it gives you energy and it feels in alignment for you. It'll be different for every one of you guys. Now, with the 7 of Wands, I think that you're awakening to where there is misalignment in that area, okay? The 7 of Wands is this energy for me of, I've been swimming upstream for so long, and that is why things aren't happening, and that is why, you know, I ended up disconnecting and ending up in this apathy, because, you know, it's taking all of my energy. So when the 7 of Wands comes into a reading, it's an energy of surrender. Stop the fight, stop the struggle and the challenge, and just let go and move with the current that is carrying you, or move in the direction of your passions, Knight of Wands. So it's a strong letting go of where the struggle is and moving in the direction that you want to go. You may be dealing with a Sagittarius. For some of you, it can be somebody entering your life, a fire sign potentially, or someone who is really passionate, who, you know, helps you overcome the sense of struggle. Okay, June is a biggie for you, Taurus. This is a date with destiny, and it is a profound one. Akashic Records and the Tower, okay? I feel like the universe is going to step in some way in June and clear the slate for you. This is destined change or shift, and sometimes it happens because we have resisted change for a long time, okay? As I say in my readings, the universe will tickle us with a feather for only so long, and if we're not getting the message, or you know, following the signs, and we're waiting for a signier sign every time, the universe brings in those Mack trucks just to plow through everything and clear the way. Akashic Records, this is something that, well, there's something that you have signed up for in your pre-birth planning that maybe you kind of had missed, and you're being redirected or realigned with that. This is my card of being redirected to what is meant for you in this life. And sometimes a tower needs to come down, because a tower is actually a positive omen, because it is the universe realigning you to your path of truth. And whatever it is that's being cleared, whether it's a job or a relationship, or a set of values within yourself, a belief system, it's on a shaky foundation, meaning the substance isn't there. There's a non-negotiable there that's in the way. It's a square peg round hole situation, and it's not a fit for you anymore. Now with the Tower, Taurus, we want to let it fall. If we try and rebuild it or patch it up, we generally go around for another cycle and end up back at the Tower. So remember that judgment energy we talked about, going around in the cycle again. The universe is giving you the opportunity this year to liberate from that very thing. So I think that when the Tower comes down, this time we let it fall, and this time we learn the lesson that we were supposed to learn, and we have the opportunity to rebuild in a new direction that is much more of a solid foundation. Now Taurus, in your July, 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. So you're very clearly mourning the loss of that Tower, and that is understandable. However, we need to make sure with this energy that we don't fall into the victim mentality. It's fine to feel hard done by for a period of time. It's when we stay in that energy that we end up in the black cloak, which can be depression, anxiety, or just negative thought spirals, that when we are so consumed by that, we miss opportunities. The cards are saying, see the big picture here and realize that you are being redirected and moved. With the 5 of Pentacles, there may be some monetary impact. It could have been an investment that was lost. You could have needed to split assets in a relationship, sell a home or something like that. You're feeling some kind of physical loss here. For others of you, it could be that, you've just had some kind of debt situation arise, or you're really feeling that sense of stability and security has been pulled out underneath you. However, this could be that very lesson that you needed to face to get to the other side there. Spirit is always with you, and see that big picture and realize that this is just a little blip along the way, and that there are beautiful new opportunities on the horizon for you. It's a very, very important point of change. It is a turning point for you, July, okay? August, Knight of Pentacles and the Devil. It's called oppression here. This is your opportunity to rebuild and lay the new foundation. However, I really feel that the Devil energy is that pulling back, the should I just go back? So if you've ended a relationship, there might be, okay, I went through this really hard period of dealing with the loss in terms of trying to come to terms with what my life looks like now without that stability and security. And there might be this feeling of wanting to go back to it because it's easy, because it's the known, or because there's codependency here. For others of you, this could be a spiral of spending money or going into addiction, or which comes in many, many different forms. We just need to be really, really mindful of what is going to take our energy and hold us back here in August, okay? I feel that it's that judgment energy. We talked about releasing yourself from a dark cycle, and here it is looming up saying, let me oppress you again. But this is the year of liberation for you, remember, Taurus. Instead, Knight of Pentacles is this energy of laying a new foundation. Yeah, we're starting over. We're just starting to work the land to plant a new crop, but this time it's solid, it's stable, and it will grow into something far more abundant for you should you put your time, effort, and energy into it. I think it's going to be a battle of go back to what is known and it feels easy versus facing the rebuild maybe on your own, maybe having to start from scratch. It could have been a project that fell over or something, business that didn't work out. The cards are saying don't give up, but you must be patient and you must put a practical plan in place and start taking just little steps every day towards it. Okay, in your September, Queen of Swords and Three of Wands. This is Libra energy. Now, of course, this links back to that justice energy in February. I feel that by September, the justice is complete. You are coming back into that balance and you are transformed in some way and you are moving towards your truth. We can see here that that difficult time is behind you. Now you wear a red cloak, not a black one. You are in your power. You are feeling the potential of life again. And you are feeling passion, right? And you're ready to take some bold steps here. Three of Wands is a very creative energy. It's about moving forward. And, what you've gone through and maybe laying a new foundation, maybe setting up a new home, maybe starting something new, it's beginning to feel like it can work out. Your ships are on the horizon and they're coming in, meaning you might have had the startings of success. It all hasn't landed yet, but now you're actually feeling really positive and very optimistic about it. That's what I'm seeing here. You may also be dealing with a Libra in some way. So in your October, we've got this guy again and the Four of Swords. Yeah, I mean, that devil energy is continuously coming back for you this year, and it's going to need that strength and that courage to get victory over it. So, there could be some kind of addiction that you're trying to beat and it keeps on rearing its head. Relapse is a part of recovery and there's no shame in that, but it's whether we can catch it and be mindful to then, get back on the positive road. Again, it could be just another limiting belief that comes up within you. I can't do this, or I'm just carrying too much pain and trauma from the past. Hey, aren't we all? All from different things, but that is part of the human experience, guys. It's how we choose to deal with that and whether we choose to let that own us and take us down like this, Four of Swords here says take a moment in October and just look after yourself. Three of Swords, there could be feeling into some kind of hurts and sorrows here. You might be feeling, a little bit lost. Maybe you're back on track in some area, but there's other areas that it's like, well, I don't really know where it's all going. I've done my best, I've started something new, but who really knows? The cards are saying just take some time for yourself and pause, and that's when you'll get your clarity or your breakthrough. Don't let this guy, not a physical guy, this is an energy. Don't let this energy reel you back in, okay? You might be dealing with a Capricorn, it might not be devil energy, but if so, slow things down, think things through, get all the details, and don't buy into any illusions in October. In November, Nine of Swords and the Three of Cups. The devil could actually be, depression or anxiety or struggles with mental health, because here I see you actually getting a victory over that. We've got the Nine of Swords here, which for me stands for that difficult, challenging time, which, really pulls us down mentally. But it comes in with the Three of Cups, okay? And this is celebration and joy, feeling joy again. It could be that, what was I going to say? Yeah, those new seeds in that rebuild that you've kind of like, okay, I've done this, I've started it, it's feeling good, but haven't really got my first client yet, or got my first paycheck, or got my financial plan really paying back to me, whatever it is for you. This is the energy of celebrating the harvest. So we might have been stressing out, oh, it's not working, I just don't know, and then that devil energy is coming up, oh, you should have just stayed where you were, you should go back. The Three of Cups is, it starts to deliver. We're celebrating the harvest. It's working. Oh my goodness, I've made this on my own and it is working. So energy of joy, energy of celebration. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy here, and things really start to give you those returns, Taurus. And in your December, look at this. We have a tarot couple here. We have the Queen and King of Pentacles, and this, Taurus, is your minor arcana. And you know what? This is the energy of success. So by December, things are starting to look pretty good for you. You're in your power. you're sitting pretty, you have achieved another level of abundance or rebuilt that. But also with a tarot couple here, relationships are looking really, really good for you in December. You know, if you've gone through, if this is something you've journeyed in a relationship with a partner that might have been struggling with something, things are looking solid and stable again by December. If you're single and looking to meet somebody, the focus is, I'll have to say, the focus is not on love until probably later in the year. That doesn't mean to say don't try to find somebody. So I just feel that, yeah, by December, things are looking good. This could be, you know, purchasing of a home or securing a new rental. Both of these are real energies of like nesting, stable, secure, abundant, work-life balance, you know, in a really good place with the family and really enjoying that energy. It is about commitment and trust. You know, you've committed to this path all year and it finally begins to pay off in a big way with the King of Pentacles. So Taurus, that is your year, my take on your year. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Keep an eye on it throughout the year and you can kind of track and see how it's resonating for you. You can also watch the weeklies and monthly readings for a ground level view as to how it's all playing out. I am wishing you a year full of health, happiness and abundance, also love and magic, and I will see you back here throughout the year, not the reading, for plenty more readings. Bye for now.